my name is Una. Welcome back to my channel. I do project panning and other related stuff, and today I have an update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. This is a super fun project you've probably heard of if you know anything about panning, where you basically randomize eyeshadows to hit pan on. Mine has been a lot of not hitting pan so far this year, but that's okay, and I'm going to update you on all of my products. So I have my notebook in front of me with all of the uses. I do have a 25 use goal. If I hit 25 uses on a shadow, I can roll it out without hitting pan. Some eyeshadows are really hard to hit pan on, and I definitely have a couple of those in right now, but yeah, just generally I'm gonna get started. So the shade that has been in the longest is from my Jackie Aina palette. I believe this has been in for 3 months. Last update I had 23 uses on it, and I know that was really close to 25, but I wanted to keep it in a little bit longer and see where I could get. So this is what it looked like last month, and here it is today. It is a shade Soleil, and I have 32 uses on it. So, or 33, no, 32. So yeah, there's definitely a dip, but no pan yet. I have rolled this entire palette into a project, so I might try to hit pan on it in that project, but I am gonna let it roll out of this one just so I can bring some other stuff in. I was feeling pretty stagnant in my makeup in the month of March, so I just wanna clear the way for some new shades to maybe inspire me. So yeah, I am really happy with all the use I've gotten on that in 3 months, and I will be happy to have another pan in this palette eventually, hopefully, even though I do already have 2. Alright, next is the shade Straight Up from ColourPop, originally from the Give It To Me Straight palette, but I decluttered that palette except for a couple of shades. This is what it looked like last month. It had 11 uses, and here it is today. It technically has 24 uses, but I am going to roll it out, and I'll just use it one more time before I do that. I did roll this in from a palette without pan, and my goal was to hit pan, but this is taking forever. As you can see, I have used it 24 times, and there is a dip, but it is nowhere near the bottom of the pan. I have worked on ColourPop eyeshadow with a similar formula to this before. It was Sip and Soup, and that took probably like 70 uses to hit pan over 2.5 years. So yeah, I'm not gonna push on this one because I'm not feeling this color right now. I've gotten a lot of good use out of it, and I'm just gonna roll it out and then roll in a new shadow from an eyeshadow palette without pan. That's my goal. Actually, I'm gonna roll in a shadow from a list of eyeshadows that I want to hit pan on this year that I've made as part of my goals for the year. So I'm gonna do that instead and let this one chill for a little bit. Next is the Bright Pink from my NYX Ultimate Bright palette. This is what it looked like last month with 7 uses. And here it is today. It probably looks about the same. This has 17 uses on it, so I did get 10 more uses, which I'm pretty proud of. There is definitely a dip in the middle, and I have pretty much figured out how to wear this, which is that I can layer it very thinly over a pinkish eyeshadow. I'm wearing it today kind of in the middle of my crease, and then just blend it out a lot. Otherwise, it's very pink. I've never done this before, but I think I'm going to veto this. I got up to 17 uses, and I'm really happy with that, but I do not want to have to push myself to get another 8 uses on this in the next month. I have not been feeling pinks. I have not really been feeling oranges or peaches, and I've had a lot of them to work on, and this being bright and stressful has not really been helping out. So I'm gonna roll this out and just roll something else in totally normally, and that's just gonna be that. So yeah, it's my project. I can do what I want, and I want to have more fun with my makeup, which I have not quite been having, but that's okay. I also have a cup of tea with me, which is out of this wonderful goat mug that my great aunt got me. Next is the shade Tutu from Menagerie Cosmetics. This is what it looked like last month when I rolled it in, and here it is now with 9 uses. There's a tiny bit of disturbance in the middle. Like I said, lots of peaches. I'm gonna keep this one in because it was rolled in more recently, and I do want to try and hit pan on it this year, but I just don't need all of the peaches at the same time. So yeah, this is staying in with 9 uses, and we'll creep up to 25 eventually. The next shade is also from my NYX Ultimate Brights. It is a bright yellow shade. This is what it looked like last month when I rolled it in, and here it is now with 8 uses, so not a ton. Pretty much everything else was pink, but a little bit, and there's a little bit of disturbance. This is a very powdery shadow. I did not press it super hard when I repressed it, so yeah, I definitely want to shift over to this a little bit more and let it shine and play with it, but it has not been a priority. But I did get 8 uses on it, which is not bad. And finally is a single from Cleona. This is what it looked like last month when I rolled it in. And here it is today. This is the shade Corrosion with 9 uses as well. This is a nice big dip in the middle, but I don't know that it's too close to pan. I really do want to try and hit pan on this though, because I really like this shade. It's kind of like nude with kind of a yellow reflect and then a little bit of like a blue teal reflect. Multi-chrome shadow. Yeah, this is staying in, especially with the yellows and browns and everything. This has been really lovely, and I really like these kinds of shades to kind of mix things up. So this is staying. These 2, or rather these 3 are staying, the last 3, and then I'm going to roll in 3 new shades. 1 from the eyeshadows I want to hit pan on this year, and then 2 just from the rest of my collection. So let's get into that. And I haven't had any pans in the last month, so my pan percentage has not changed. It is still at 25.54, which it has been for a while, since February. So there are 7 shades that I have in my spreadsheet that I want to hit pan on, so I'm going to randomize a number between 1 and 7. So here it is. It just started at 5, but the number is 1. No, yeah, 1. Okay. That is the shade Martian from Terra Moons, so I will grab that. So this is what it looks like. On first glance, it is pretty similar to Cleona, but I'm just gonna keep it in. It is a lot yellower and a little bit darker, and I think I might be able to wear them together until Cleona. I don't know. I might regret this next month and roll one of them out, but for now, we're gonna go with it. And then for the rest of the eyeshadows, I have 166 eyeshadows. No, all right, I have 168 eyeshadows that I have not hit pan on, I believe. If any of these are something that I just rolled out or I just rolled in, I will re-roll, but otherwise I'm just gonna roll 2 shades between 1 and 168. Here it is. 71 and 13. Okay, so one of those shades is actually from my Aina palette, so I guess she's coming back in, and it is the shade Edges, which is this bright orange brown. So that will be fun because I don't really like bright orangey browns, but I'll make it work. So that will be one of the new shades. The other is the black shade from Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. I'm not sure about this one. I am panning 2 black eyeliners right now, and I don't really use black eyeshadow, so I do think I'm gonna re-roll this one. Sorry. At another time, it might be easy to hit pan using it as an eyeliner, but I have a lot of eyeliner going on right now. So that's a new number, and that is 18. That is the shade Page, which is this purple from my Moonspell palette, which I have worked on in this project before, but it was a while ago, so let's bring her back in. I remember shades from this palette taking me about 40 uses to hit pan, at least in terms of Sarah, but there is only a tiny bit of disturbance in Page, so we'll see if we get anywhere near pan, but that'll be fun. All right, this is definitely a very different direction. I feel like fall has come a little early, but maybe because of how many fall kind of shades I own. So I'm gonna swatch our new color story, and then I'll show you everything. So this is the new color story. It's definitely very fall, like I said. I think actually having Tutu with the dark red brown might be kind of cool. And as you can see, I think these are pretty significantly different. You can see Martian is much warmer than Corrosion, so that's good to see. And definitely Page is a little bit of the odd one out, but I have plenty of purples going on in my Pan That palette and everything, so I think that should be okay. We'll see how I like this color story. And I think hopefully for next time we'll see if I can maybe hit pan in Corrosion. And other than that, I think everything's just gonna be chugging along for a little bit. But yeah, I might be able to get to 25 uses on something that was already in, but I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any suggestions for this color story, especially to make it a little springier rather than fall, because spring, although it was snowing earlier today, so who even knows. But yeah, this is what we got. Thank you so much for watching, like I said, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!